What's up, everyone? It's your boy Terry, speaking from the garage shop again. Here to offer you some more big bang for the buck product and info. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time today. Right now what I'm doing is I'm putting make sure that the tires have the same PSI, air pressure. And why? Because we need the tires to have the same PSI so we can set the coilovers. And I'm gonna explain it to you as soon as we get over there, because you remember a couple of weeks back we installed coilovers on the truck? Well, you know what? Let's have a little talk. We'll go over to where I keep my parts, which I don't have any parts today, but we'll go over and have a little chat, and we'll get right to work. All right? Let's do this. Before we even get started, you gotta hit subscribe. You know, I shouldn't have to tell you this because, you know, we've been through this routine before, so let's just do it right now. Hit that subscribe, make sure you hit the likes, you know, the follows on Instagram, all that good stuff on Facebook, all the social media and everything like that you see me on. And like I said, always watch a couple of videos on YouTube, you know, that way it kind of helps me out and all that. And don't forget, that bell. You gotta hit that bell, because once you pop that bell, pop, that means you'll get notified whenever Coverman66 puts videos out. And I got a lot of videos coming and you don't want to miss them. Some surprises, like I say, and I definitely want you guys to be a part of it. Well, now you guys remember a while back I put coilovers on the Trailblazer SS? Yes, it's been a minute. So now it's time for the Trailblazer to come back in here, which is here, and we're gonna do some adjustments to the coilovers. Because whenever you put shocks on or either do some type of suspension work, it takes a while for the vehicle to settle. So I've been driving around for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and the truck has settled now, and where it is where it's gonna live. We're gonna take measurements from the floor to a certain point on both sides, and we're gonna see what the difference is, and at that point we'll make the adjustments. So I got my spanner wrench that came with the kit, and I got my little Allen key, same size so we can unlock the spanner nut so we can spin it. You ready to do this? I got my tape measure. Let's go. All right, now we're gonna measure the passenger side first. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure it from the floor, right through the center of the rim, the Chevy bow tie, and up to the top of the fender. It's about 30.5 inches from the fender, the lip of the fender, to the floor. And that's gonna be on the passenger side. So let's go over to the driver's side. All right, here we are on the driver's side. Same thing, from the floor to the center of the wheel. And at the lip, you got about 30 inches. See? From the floor, right to the lip, it's about 30 inches. Very close. So I measured at 30.5 on the passenger side and 30 on the driver's side. So now I have a choice. I could either lower the passenger side or either raise the driver's side, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna raise the driver's side. Here's why. Have you ever heard the term, for every action, there's a reaction? Same principle with the Trailblazer SS. Now the driver's side is a 1/2 inch lower than the passenger side. Now I know what you're saying, oh Terry, that don't seem like much, but then it kinda is. Now you gotta make up the difference in that 1/2 inch from somewhere else, and it's gonna be on the passenger side. So now let's take a look at it like this. The truck is sitting like this. Now if the truck is a 1/2 inch lower on the driver's side, what's happening? The passenger side is gonna go up. Not only is the front of the passenger side gonna go up, the back of the passenger side is gonna go up a little as well. Now this is on a small, minute level. So I'm gonna raise the driver's side up. Now I gotta be careful, because when I raise the driver's side up, the passenger side and the front and back may come down a little. It's gonna even out. So once I get it all even Steven, then I'll probably do an extra, maybe half turn, extra turn and a half on the driver's side to raise that up. Why? Because on the Trailblazer and Trailblazer SS-like vehicles, the gas tank is on the driver's side. It's not centered. No, it's on the driver's side. And I think this is a 16-gallon tank. And that's like one of these times 3 and another gallon. It's heavy. So that's some added weight that's on one side. Not to mention, when you throw in my 225-pound buttocks, that's gonna make the car lean a little bit more towards the driver's side. So that's why, to make the difference up, that extra turn, maybe 2 turns, I'm not sure, we're gonna figure it out, will make up a difference, and it'll make the car, to me, I think it'll make the car, you know, handle a little bit better. That's why when you guys walked in, I was checking the PSI, the air pressure in the tire, because I wanna have a nice, even playing ground. Let's get going. All right, so we're at the wheel, so we're about to make the adjustment. Come on. All right, we got the truck raised up. As you can see, right, I got the wheel cut all the way inward on the driver's side, and you can see right here, See that right there? That's the lock where you have your little Allen key right here. I loosened it up already. So now at this point, what we gotta do is take the tool and we gotta put it like that. And I think right side is raising. So we're gonna go to the right. And we're gonna do little increments, just little increments until we get this thing all the way, back around. I think maybe one turn should do it, but we're gonna try a couple. We did 2 turns just to see where we stand, and around here, man, they love their hot rods. But we did 2 turns just to see where we stand, and we're gonna lower the truck and take some measurements, put the wheel straight, and see where we are at this point. All right, let's take the measurement on the passenger side. All right, well, just a touch over 30.5. Let's go to the driver's side. All right, so let's see. Same measurement. We're a little under 30.5. So hey, we're moving in the right direction. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably turn it another 1.5 because remember, I want it to be just a little bit higher on the driver's side because of the buttocks and also the gas. So let's continue. So now after all the tweaking and everything we did with the Trailblazer SS, with the coilover setting them, I got both sides, the driver's side and the passenger side, to sit perfectly at 30.5 inches from the ground to the fender. And this is how it sits. Trailblazer SS is notorious for leaning. Even out of the factory, the truck has a little lean to it. But with those coilovers, you can correct that problem. As you can see, no lean. Even from the rear, straight. 30.5 inches on the passenger side, 30.5 inches on the driver's side. So I was driving the truck and tested it out and everything. You're making sure that it sits level, and it does, which is really cool. Even though I had to turn it 1 extra because you remember the buttocks and the gas on the side. So, and it also will make it feels like it makes the car handle a little bit better, not dip into turns. So I could take the twisties and still get a really comfortable ride. So I'm locking it in, and that's pretty much where it's gonna stay. Just keep in mind, it's not a one-shot deal. You're gonna have to do it. I did it like, I think maybe 4 times before I got to sit properly where I wanted. And also, while I was out, I was taking note of the compression and the rebound. So what I did was I set it, when I first got in there, but now that I've been driving around, I set the passenger side 9 on the compression, 6 on the rebound, and on the driver's side, 10 on the compression and 7 on the rebound. So remember, to set the rebound, you see right there, that valve right there, that's the rebound. And the compression, let's see if I can get up in there. Is on the bottom of the shock. I don't know if you can see that, but the bottom of the shock. And that's how you set the compression. There you have it. I just pretty much dialed in the height on my Trailblazer SS with the KW coilovers. Now that's only for the front. I don't have any adjustments on the back for now, but we're working on something. Got to keep it under wraps. But a couple things I want you to keep in mind. Anytime you compress the spring, you're going to get yourself a little bit of a firmer ride. But that can be addressed in the adjustment of the rebound and the compression. Just like how we took care of the body of the shock, we put the anti-seize over, over the shock so the spanner nut could just spin freely, like when we lifted the truck up, so we didn't have any issues. You want to make sure you protect the compression and the rebound valving. So now with the rebound, it looks like a Schrader valve that sits on the top. So just cover it up with one of these little rubber, whatever these called, caps. That way you won't get dirt in it and you'll have problems when you go and try to adjust it. Now, as far as the compression is concerned, try to find a piece of plastic or some type of cap that fits over the bottom of the shock. And if you have to, just zip tie it tight. Or, if you have to, get some duct tape. That stuff lasts forever. And just cover it up, and every time you change the oil, just check it out and make sure it's intact. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm looking at the clock on the wall, or should I say ceiling. Time for me to head on off and crack out some more videos, because that's what it's all about, caring and sharing the knowledge. And I want to say thank you guys, give y'all guys a big old hug. Because if it wasn't for you guys, you, the one in the background eating, what are you eating, man? Oh, really? It's a gyro. That's nice. The guy over there with his girlfriend, yeah. If it wasn't for you, but that one, no, the guy, no, not you. Okay, now, okay, you can. All right, wasn't for you guys, man. I tell you, I couldn't do what I do. So like I always say, and I will continue to say this, there is no me without you. So I want to give you guys a big thanks again. I can't thank you guys enough. And keep keep watching because there's a lot of stuff that's going to be in store. I got a lot of stuff that's coming down that I want you guys to be a part of, really, because like I said, you guys were with me from the beginning and the newfound friends, and I want to welcome you to the family. Thank you very much. So, as always, please be easy, and I'll catch you guys real soon. Take care.